And let's start the second part of this reported product, Parcours 2022 in Paris, with this fantastic spoon, which is in Gallery Entwistle. You know, I wrote an article about the Parcours 2022 in Kunst und Auktionen, and this was the illustration of the article. This was what the editorial has chosen. This is a marvelous object. You know, there was once such a dance spoon was sold for nearly €1 million. I think this is a little cheaper. A little cheaper because Entwistle really has wealthy customs. And Bovis was absolute surprise because look at this object. It's so strange. I don't know what it is. It's a cow mixed with predator, mixed with aliens, whatever. It's from Nepal, shamanistic object. It was so astonishing. It's a wow, yeah. Look at this is really, I don't know which taste, maybe German taste, maybe whatever taste, but this is absolutely strange and great as well. And this I like a lot too. This is from India, I learned. So Bovis had some very good things. And yeah, Patrick Fröhlich, you know, from Switzerland, from Zurich. Now his son is doing a lot of the job now. He has fantastic Luber stuff. He has always very good items from very old collections, often from Switzerland collections. And it's always, you know, it's the very traditional things, like here, this hunter mask, I guess it's from the Dogon in the Mali. And here's the shadow of this cavalryman. And always very traditional, but good ones, and old ones, sometimes of Maria Rivest. I think this Dan was published in the legendary Himmelheber Dan book. So yeah, he's strong as well, as always, Fröhlich there. And yeah, Van Craen was, yeah, this thing. It's just a big song. And I think one has to love big songs, but this is not only large, huge, but look how that it's used in the arms. You see it a little, and this is a strong one. And I like the back if it's cutted like this one. It's simple, but it's good cutted. And so Van Craen, this was a good object, but it was not the only one, which was good at Van Craen this time. You know, the early times as well. So he always has good things, and this was, yeah, large, good year. Some more musk, which he has, and yeah, Van Craen here. This I think is Puno, Lumbu, Gabon, whatever, but it's very nice. And look at the hairs at the beginning. Here, it's a nice one, and these are two from Nigeria, which I loved a lot. This is something I would, when I say if I would have the money, maybe I would buy these two, because it's a very nice pair. And Nigeria, and now we're back in the Congo, of course, with the Congo Fiji. So Van Craen was good. Hamson is always good. I think now he has three, look at this nose. I think he has three collections now. One was the Franklin collection, with two others as well were very interesting. One thing were cover objects which were collected in 1916 to 1920. The third collection was someone who has collected, I think, in the 30s and the 40s in situ. And Hamson is always good. Look at this. This Avalon is great. And yeah, no, I think now we see these cover things. And the first day there were three. This in the middle is absolute strange. It's not an amulet, it's a cover sculpture, but it's strange legs. You know, in the first day there were three cover objects. Now there are only two left. That means that the first one was sold, but cover is fantastic. A nice mask from Papua New Guinea. Hamson is always one of the best in each Parcours des Mondes, and yeah, he's lucky. He's really lucky to find good items as well. Yeah, the left one is good, but of course I like the like the body of in the middle. The statue is strange what he's doing here with the hands, and yeah, these things were sold. I think on the second day were sold as well. And here's a very big one from Papua New Guinea. So Hamson, good as always. Yeah, and always with new stuff. That's important. And what comes? The book was very interesting with the Bakuba collection. And I think he told me, and I think it's true, that it was his collection which is selling now. And look at this object; it's fantastic. But does not look very similar to others. It's a little different. I think that this is a very rare one. I think there are only 1 or 2 similar objects like this one, is a big one, and it's not maybe everyday mainstream taste because it does not look like it should look, but it looks even better than it should look. It was great, very point, great. And this is Cuba, these drinking things, and yeah, very realistic. So once again, this is, yeah, of course, Cuba. And once again, this is very, very old, and this as well, to look at the 3-dimensional nose. So this was the collection of the book, and book has collected very well, and not the mainstream, but special objects, very special things. And I really hope, because he has good items, and he is so friendly and everything you want, and I really hope that he is sold well with these things, and he has a lot of space. You can see this time it was really a lot of space, but it was okay for his objects. They needed space, and they were good enough to fill this whole space there. Yeah, see another one of these typical Cooper things with the eyes and this 3-dimensional thing and long chin and yeah, and the nose. This is powerful. It is, but once again, and then you go from the front and you see the mouth, and so it's different from like it was from the side, whatever. This is Voyageurs et Curieux, which is always good. They have now an exhibition about the like Sentani objects, and I'll look at them. And once again, maybe in the video or in the videos you're missing galleries like Montagu, you're missing galleries like Chauffel, and this is not because they had not got quality, but you know, I filmed them too often the last year. I saw so many objects with them because they have been on the Prafa or on the Tifa or on the Bogomilioni Tribal or whatever. So this is the reason why I did not film this one. So, but have a look at, isn't it fantastic? This is Voyageurs et Curieux. I think he always does monothematic exhibitions, and this for me is like hypnotic, a little hypnotic. You know, like in the Jungle Book, you know, the snake with her eyes. If you look at it, it's a fantastic play. Yeah. But this is Bone Decker. Of course, Voyageurs et Curieux, Caril is not cheap, but is always good quality, and it's always very interesting to see the objects he has in this space. I think he has 2 gallery rooms, 1 gallery room, and where he's shown other objects, and then this one for this monothematic Lake Sentani, or Focus Lake Sentani exhibition, but which is an absolute great one. This was interesting from all angles, from the front and from the back as well. Here you'll see the patterns. The back, I think, in fact, I think this is the front. The other thing was for the back. Oh, whatever. It's great. So, and I really like him a lot. And at the end, we are showing very, very old African art. This is the Ibis, of course. This is Egypt. Look at this Osiris. It's so fantastic. Wow. This is the gallery Eberwein. And Eberwein is not only a great lady, but it's a great gallery as well with great objects. Here the light. You know, this is not a base. Base are very known, but it's a thing which is former than base. A little like base, but not a base. But great. And here you have some more things, these mummy things, and yeah, Eberwein is fantastic, and I know there's difference between the traditional African art and the ancient and the Egyptian art, but I would say even for the tribal art collectors, have really a look at these things as well, because it's very interesting with the very patina and looking like smiling, and I think there are a lot of similarities between the African art and the Egyptian art. Here you see something written, hieroglyphs, of course. And here, this looks like a museum. The stone figure, this figure, really like a museum. So Egyptian art is great, and Eberwein has very good items. And yeah, and it's good to talk to her, and she knows, she had, her mother had this, and I think her mother died this year, last year. Here are some fantastic jars. Once again, I think then you should have all 4, but of course it's a money thing once again. And these are the famous Chavez things, these mummy dolls which you find in tombs, and they're from 500 euros to whatever, 50,000-60,000 euro, and you see how good the face is made for example, the one in the middle. And this is my all-time favorite, this cat. When I'm grown up and I do have enough money, I really would buy it. And this is Harmakhis. Harmakhis had a booth together with Claessens, and he is a fantastic, very old, of course very old, sandstone sculpture from Egypt, and Harmakhis has good items as well. And you see, but once, hey, focus, but you see how good it is. It is fantastic and old, and but this sandstone figure is really costs some money, and some reliefs at the end. And so it looks like it was made yesterday, but it was made 2,000 or 2,500 years ago. So this was my report about the Parcours des Mondes 2022, and I hope you have some fun, and see you next time.